You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Bro Down Podcast. I'm Tim Fulton.
I'm Andy Smith.
And this is Fight Fan. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's Fight. And this is Fight Recap.
Fight Recap.
We're off to a great start this week. We're going to be talking about UFC Fight Night in Brazil. Lee versus Oliveira.
Yeah, this is a crazy one because the coronavirus going around. There's nobody in the arena.
Everyone's got a little bit of the
Yeah.
so no one's allowed to be near each other anymore.
No, which is crazy because I think this is the only major sporting thing that's still continuing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty accurate, if not completely accurate.
Yeah.
All the other big ones, the NBA, the NFL, Major League Baseball, everyone's postponing. Hockey.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got first?
Coronavirus versus first up, we got Johnny Walker versus Nikita Krylov.
Okay, so I think the enemy of everyone on this card was cardio, starting with this one.
Yeah, I'll agree to that.
Yeah, Johnny Walker, I picked horribly for this card. I think everyone I thought was going to win lost, or everyone I wanted to win lost.
Not the best night for Andy.
No. Yeah, Johnny Walker's one of those guys who's super talented.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to go, a long way to go. Still got a lot of extra fluff in the game, and his cardio. I mean, granted, Nikita ended up looking way more tired than I thought he was by the end of it, but they were both exhausted.
Yeah. Like
Johnny was exhausted by the first.
Shot.
Yeah.
Completely shot.
Yeah. I think that's partly a product of never having to go the full fight. I think most of these guys, Nikita, they said every one of his wins was within the 5 minutes or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And Johnny Walker, I don't think has ever had a fight in the UFC that's gone the distance.
So
the victories have all ended in the first.
It makes sense that maybe both of them kind of underappreciated how tiring a full 3 rounds could possibly be. Yeah.
And just not experiencing it and not knowing how to pace themselves.
If nothing else, this will be a humbling experience.
Yeah. Well, I think Nikita seemed to do a lot better with it. He seemed the more veteran approach to it. Johnny just threw and everything was energy, and
he was
exhausted.
Explosive in the first round.
But he was shot. And your skill level just plummets when you're exhausted. So he's got a lot to go back to the drawing board with, I think, especially since he's a big name. He's not going to get any quote unquote easy fights.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, but he's with the right guys up there. I think he's with Faraz Sahabi now up at TriStar in Canada. I think he is. I should know because they're the only 10 people in the whole arena, the corner guys being half of them. So, but what are you going to do?
Well, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
All right. Up next, we have Renato Moicano versus Demir. Why did we make me say that?
Hadzovic.
We go through this every fucking time.
Hadzovic.
Sorry. Yeah.
So this one was quick. Yeah, very quick.
It was a beautiful rear naked choke.
Yeah, Hanato got him. And then there was a little
tiff at the end.
Yeah, a little bit of bad. He stood over him, and started screaming. And then it was weird though too because there was no one in the arena, so it was kind of awkward.
Yeah,
it was just 2 guys yelling and guys, calm it down. But I just showed you what he said to him after the fight. He's like, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to disrespect you. I wanted to keep fighting.
I just want to keep fighting.
He's like, well, then you shouldn't have tapped me out.
That's the worst argument I've ever heard. Well, you shouldn't have tapped me out.
Don't tap me out if you want to keep fighting.
He has a point though.
He does.
You should have let up.
Should have let me go. This was good. It was quick but entertaining and pretty impressive.
Yeah,
by Moicano.
Good job, man.
Yeah.
Then Damian Maia versus Gilbert Burns. This took a dramatic turn.
Never even saw the punch.
Never saw the punch.
No, I didn't.
I was promised grappling galore. You
did have it some in the first.
Yeah.
Or did it
I think it ended.
round?
No,
yeah,
I think
first
it ended
round.
in the first.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah, there was some grappling exchanges and there was Gilbert had his back taken at one point.
Yeah.
And he slipped out the back door going underneath, super high level. And then all of a sudden, Damian just fell. And we were just like, what the fuck happened? And then they hit the replay, hit him with that left, just catching his chin. And like a gentleman, he just stood over him like, "Hey, I don't want to do this."
Yeah, I actually really that's one of those tricky scenarios where like I really appreciated that he did it,
But it could have cost him.
but it could have cost him, and the match was not called.
Yeah.
And then
Full on hammer fisting.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
But Maya did not. He definitely seemed dazed, but he wasn't out,
No.
and he immediately was on his back, legs up, intelligently defending himself. So he can't just stop the fight just because someone got knocked down.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird catches where like, what do you do?
It's hard to tell sometimes too, because I've seen fights where guys fall like that and they're totally out of it, but they don't look like they're out of it.
Yeah.
Until the guy will move like around his legs to get to him, and the dude's eyes won't come off him.
Yeah.
Like that's when you kind of tell. But Maya definitely wasn't out. But I think after Gilbert started hammer fisting him, his arms were like straight out. He wasn't grabbing him.
Yeah.
So I think it was the right call.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. I think it was the right call. But
Yeah.
it's just interesting.
And Gilbert wants to fight Colby Covington.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I want to see that. That'd be interesting.
I want to see that.
I want to see that.
Oh shit! What did I do?
I don't know what you did.
And last but not least, we have Kevin Lee versus Charles Oliveira.
Yeah. This is
Olive oil.
another weird one.
This is probably one of my favorite fights in a long time. Since who's the kid that I liked? It was the match you missed.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a main event.
No,
it was. He took him down like 12 times in a minute.
Yeah.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous like that. I think it was in New Zealand.
Yeah, I think you're right. Forget. I don't know the guy's name offhand.
Neither do I, but I want to see him fight again. Anyway, so
yeah,
this was
one,
a good match all around.
It was.
This
There was a lot of grappling in the beginning.
Yeah,
especially in the beginning, and a lot of leg locks, and it's kind of hard to score it. Like we were kind of talking about that in the beginning, like. What round did he give that to? Because a lot of it was Lee trying to escape submissions, but Lee outstruck him in the first round by a decent amount. And he definitely landed the harder punches after he got on the ground. He got top control.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
but who do you give the round to?
See, I think that's
it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell, and that might be one of the things that like it just depends on the judge. Even though that the rules explicitly state what should happen.
Yeah,
but I don't necessarily. We talked about this a little bit, but I want to talk about it again because
yeah.
like Oliveira owned the round from a control standpoint for the majority of it, not the entire thing.
Well, he had Lee in more trouble with submissions. Lee was defending submissions.
Yeah. I see. Even though Lee did have some control at the beginning of the round, I would have given at least the first half of the round definitively to Oliveira.
Yeah.
Then it's weird because even though Lee got strikes in, I still would have given it to Charles.
Yeah, I can't say that you're wrong.
Yeah,
like,
it's just weird because that's not how the rules.
I don't think that's how they are. I would have to reread them, but that one's like I don't know if you'd make it a draw round or what.
Yeah.
But then the second round came out, and Lee started gaining a little bit of momentum, and it was kind of more even. I think Lee definitely won the second round.
I'll agree. Yeah, I agree with that.
He was in top control for a good portion of the round.
Yeah.
And then third round came out. They came out, and Lee went for a takedown, and after doing really good on the feet, and he cinched up a choke.
Yeah. Got caught.
He tapped, and he did. Then he didn't say he didn't tap, which he might have been kind of out of it because he both those guys. I mean, Lee, especially, like looked like he was exhausted by the end of the first round.
Yeah, this was another one that they both looked so fucking tired.
Yeah, like the punches are getting like really like wingy. They're just a lot of fluff in them, and they're overextending, getting off balance. It was strange. Like a lot of guys on the card were getting exhausted very, very quickly. And I don't know if it's because of everything going on. Maybe the flights were delayed, and who knows how the traveling was going down there with the restrictions. Maybe they wanted to get there later because sometimes guys will go to wherever they're fighting a couple weeks beforehand or 2 weeks beforehand, so that the jet lag doesn't carry over.
To acclimate.
But with all the travel restrictions, they might have got there late. But yeah, very strange to see that many guys on the card get that tired.
Yeah. Either way, I thought it was a beautiful finish.
It was.
I need to stop thinking things because I literally said to myself, "Wow, Lee is really like ramping up, and this is his round." And like the moment I thought that, he got caught.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was beautiful.
It was.
That's exactly the type of finish I like to see.
It's interesting though because Lee's in a very strange spot now. Charles Oliveira, I think that's his 7th win in a row.
Yeah. 7th finish in a row.
7th finish in a row. And Lee has had that big win over Gregor Gillespie with the head kick.
Okay.
After he switched camps.
Yeah.
And now it's like, because he's one of those guys that everyone kind of talks about as being like one of the next guys that could be champion. Like, even though he's had a rocky last couple, years, he still has the skills. But like, it's kind of things like this where I don't know what's not there.
Yeah.
Like, he has everything, but it's putting it together. Like, his cardio just didn't seem on point tonight. I mean, I know he had a bad weight cut, so that might have had a lot to do with it because he came in 2.5 pounds over.
This might make you happy. One of the first times that you see someone who
miss weight
lose.
Yeah. It's I don't like. Yeah.
I know you don't want to root against someone for that reason, but
yeah. So I don't know. Charles obviously is moving up in the ranks, but I don't know where this leaves Kevin, because it'd be a shame to see him not go anywhere past this.
Yeah.
Like just a journeyman kind of a fighter.
Yeah, the problem is the field is so freaking talented.
I know.
Like, there's so much talent.
Yeah, it's
out there.
deep.
It's
deep.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said.
All
So
right.
so yeah, it was a good card. It was kind of. What did you think about the no crowd and the no?
I kind of appreciated it, not gonna lie. It was different. I don't know if I would want that every single time, but the fact that we didn't get any woos this time around made me a little happy.
Yeah, it was. I think it was interesting because there wasn't. I mean, there's big names on the card, but this wasn't like a pay-per-view with like a Diaz McGregor or something like that.
They're big names to the MMA fans.
Yeah, so it was kind of cool to just see and just hear everything going on. But then there's no yelling. There's no. It's kind of strange. It was
the energy. The energy is so different.
Yeah, it wasn't even like watching Pride. It was way more like watching Pride than this. But with Pride, when like they would land like a takedown, you'd hear the whole crowd go ooh, and like start to clap. Very polite. But yeah, ooh.
Should have told me that. I would have done that every time.
Ooh. Yeah. So I guess the next couple cards are going to be like this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. At least next week's, I would imagine.
But this one, I thought this one was going to be in Vegas, and it wasn't. It was in Brazil they had it in the same arena, but they closed the arena. So they're just in this giant room with nobody in it.
It's so weird.
And there was a lot of bugs in there. See all the bugs flying around?
Weird tidbit for you.
Yeah, but then I guess the following ones are all going to be in Vegas at the Apex Center, which is like a smaller, way smaller place. So
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why have a giant arena when you can't have anyone?
Yeah, there's no
inside
point to having it. Yeah,
exactly.
So it's good thing of fights.
All good fights.
All good fights.
All right, guys, let us know what you thought of tonight's fights or this weekend's fights in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And in the meantime, go to brodownpro.com, get all your Bro Down gear, and we will catch you guys next time.
You're listening to Bro Down Podcast all fucking day. Oh,